Start. Okay, guys. I will be introducing you to something which would neutralize or nullify our long-standing understanding that the entire universe came into being through a Big Bang. The Big Bang theorem has gained foothold in the minds of people across many years, across decades actually. We believe that universe came into existence through a Big Bang, a huge explosion. Now, the Big Bang theorem has been more or less shelved, and something called big bounds is now taking a foothold or becoming the cup of tea for the modern astronomers and space scientists, astrophysicists. They all believe in something called big bounds. So let's just check out what is big bounds. Meanwhile, please see some of the visuals that these are actually artists' impressions of the big bounds. You just take a look while I'll continue with the narration. Slides, please. Okay, guys, the Big Bounds theorem says that the universe never started and is never going to end. Is more or less like what religion says. God has no birth and no death. God is infinite. This is somewhat similar. The Big Bounds theorem propounds that the universe is on a continuous process of inflation and deflation. In other words, the universe expands for billions of years, spewing up very many new galaxies, very many new universes. So this is the expansion phase. And at the end of the expansion phase, it starts constricting to a tiny size. And then it starts expanding again. See, the transition from, though the expansion phase and the constriction phase may run into billions of years, the changeover from one phase to the other happens in what is called the Planck time, or point followed by 41 zeros and 1. I repeat, point followed by 41 zeros and 1 seconds. You can imagine what kind of time this is. Within that time, it changes over from expansion to constriction, and from constriction to expansion. Process goes on indefinitely. So what we understand as the end of the world is a changeover from expansion to constriction. So this, our universe right now is actually expanding rapidly. Everything in the universe is expanding. Earth is expanding. Sun is expanding. Solar system is expanding. Our galaxy is expanding. Our universe is expanding. This will go on for billions of years. And then within 0.00, 41 zeros and 1 second, it switches to constriction. And the constriction goes on for a few billions of years. And this is an endless cycle. So universe is into a cyclical process. Next slides, please. Okay, move on. So these are some of the visualizations of the expansion and constriction process of the universe, called the big bounds. Okay, guys, the best thing that you can compare a universe with is a balloon. It goes through an expansion phase, that is a creative phase. We are now in the expansion phase. At the end of this, it starts with the destructive phase, and that is that changeover. Now, the destructive phase, the changeover happens in seconds. So, within a split second, or 0.00041 zeros and 1, within that time, universe changes from expansion to constriction, and the constriction goes on for billions of years. Now, this more or less concurs with the religious concept that universe is endless. It believes that universe is all about infinity in space and time. The original scientific concept of Big Bang believed that there is a beginning and end for the universe. Big Bang is the beginning. And then at the end of this, there is the Higgs boson particles degenerating and the entire universe simply dissipating. And then another Big Bang, another creation. But then it's not the case. Now the Big Bounce theorem believes that universe is like a balloon. In the constrictive phase, it keeps on expanding. In a split second, changes over to the destructive phase. And the destructive phase also runs for billions of years. And the process repeats. In other words, universe, like the religious concept of God, is endless in space, endless in time. It has no beginning, it has no end. Or in other words, we are completely rewriting the science of space. Thank you very much.